What's going on? Today, we're going to talk on the topic of forgiveness. And I know when a lot of people hear that, their pride is already rising up and ready to click off, but stay tuned until the end, all right? All right, so forgiveness, especially from a worldly standard, we can see it as something we only do when somebody apologizes to us first. Then maybe I might hand out forgiveness, especially depending on the situation. As a man or even a woman, we can view it as showing a sign of weakness or not being masculine, or what they call it nowadays, like being a simp. Like lingo nowadays be crazy for real. And even when it comes down to it, we may just forgive over simple situations, like somebody stepping on the back of our shoes, somebody accidentally bump into us. But we tend to overlook when it's big issues, like you get into an argument with friends or boyfriend or girlfriend, or somebody gossiping behind your back, somebody did you wrong and it made you feel some type of way. Or even deeper wounds like abandonment, being assaulted by a close family member, finding out somebody stole from you, your boyfriend, girlfriend cheated on you. And we may look at like that's the standard of why we shouldn't pour out that forgiveness for that other person. But from a biblical view, that's wrong when it comes to being a follower of Christ, because his kingdom is countercultural when it comes to forgiveness. Even when you see in the Bible, like Peter was asking Jesus, how much should I forgive this person? Just 7 times? But Jesus responds to him, no, not just forgive him 7 times, but 70 times 7. And Jesus didn't mean it in a literal sense, but in an infinite amount. Like, should we forgive no matter the wrongs that a person may have done to us? Even a bigger example, when Jesus was getting crucified and hanging on a cross while barely even being able to breathe, he told God, God, forgive them, for they do not know what they do. And it's crazy to think that they don't know what they're doing after whipping him, after putting the nails in his hands and his feet, after putting him on a cross, to still utter those words of man, forgive them, for they do not know what they do. And Jesus didn't wait until being resurrected to share that forgiveness. No, he did it while he was on the cross. He didn't wait until he came back in his glorified body to be like, oh God, forgive them. Nah, he forgave him while he was still going through the pain and through the hurt. And this is not me even saying that even when you get wrong, that you're going to even forget about the situation, because we don't hold that same capacity that God does. And then also, man, just to remember how much grace and mercy that Jesus showed us, how many times that he has forgiven us of our sins and our faults. Why not go out and share that same grace and mercy with others?